Fletcher, only about your third week in an All Black environment. Are you feeling more comfortable, more at home? Maybe as being in Christchurch helping with that?
Yeah, it's been an awesome experience the last couple of weeks. Everyone's made me feel really welcome, and I think being away in South Africa was a good opportunity to get away and purely focus on that rugby content, stuff like that, all the new language and stuff that the All Blacks use. But being home's nice. We got to have the week off last week, and then not having to travel anywhere for this camp's been good. But I'm pretty excited. Home's only 5 minutes away, but for me personally, it's just my mind's being in camp right now.
Did it make you hungry for more, getting that taste of Test rugby?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a dream to put on that black jersey, and from when I was really young. So I think when you put that on, you wanna put it on more and more. I think everyone who's in this environment strives to put on that black jersey, and I think everyone's working really hard to do that.
Does it feel more relaxed now? It was obviously there was a lot of noise circulating around this team when you were in South Africa. That's a bit of a baptism by fire in itself, I guess, and everything that comes with All Black rugby. Do things feel a bit more relaxed in camp now?
I think the goal for us was to, I suppose, block out that noise and focus purely on us, and I think it hasn't changed coming back into Christchurch. Obviously over there we got awesome result, but we're purely focused on this week, and we've got plenty of rugby coming up in this championship, and I think every game's really important going forward.
Fletcher, in terms of your development as a prop, obviously your core skills, scrum and line outs and piece come first, but mobility and skills element, has that been something that you've worked on over time and that you take pride in?
Yeah, definitely. I suppose being in the Crusaders environment, we pride ourselves on the forwards being able to get around the field, and I think Jace coming in this environment boosted that as well. Obviously, you need to have a good balance of getting around the field and also the set piece. And I think that's always going to be a challenge for us front rowers. It's quite hard to get around the field when you weigh as much as some of us, but I think it's a challenge. But I think everyone's working really hard on being mobile and getting off the ground quickly.
Your old man was really proud with you.
Yeah.
Call up he had the sign outside. Is that proudly displaying again this week?
I'm not sure. I hope he's taken it down, to be honest. But it was awesome to have him over in South Africa. He thoroughly enjoyed it, and he was an awesome, proud dad. And I think that's a credit to my family, and how proud they were, and me wanting to make them proud as well.
Your dad said he took you to the last game here in Christchurch and you were 15. What do you remember from being in the stadium then? Yeah,
it was cold, I think. I was talking to Sammy Whitelock around that earlier today, around how he was playing. I think it was a drop goal to win the game, and I remember sitting in the stands with Dad. I think it might have been 2013 or something like that. Like thinking back, those boys still playing now, and it's awesome. I was able to look up to them when I was younger, but now being around them, it's pretty special.
There's quite a few of you local players in this new crop who have never had the chance to wear the black jersey at home though. I mean, what would it mean to be able to run out here at home?
Yeah, I suppose it would mean the world to be able to put on the black jersey in Christchurch, obviously playing for Canterbury and Crusaders at Orange Theory Stadium. I suppose for us, we're purely focused on just doing what's right for the team, and selection will take care of itself, but we've just got to train hard and put ourselves ready to be available.
You threw a few offloads when you came on at Ellis Park, mate. Has that always been part of your game?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think, I suppose just trusting my ability to get the ball where it needs to go. But I'll probably keep it under wraps for a little while.
Nice to be a part of the build-up to Davies' try, which sort of launched the comeback, though.
Yeah, I suppose just wanted to go out there and do my job and nail my core roles. Get my hands on the ball. I love carrying and get my hands on the ball. So when I went out there, it was nothing different to how I've been doing it all year.
What are you tipping the scales at, by the way?
About 121 kgs.
Having taken on the box at Ellis Park, does it make you feel like you can take on any challenge thrown your way now?
Yeah, I suppose it was a massive challenge at Ellis Park, and I think for us, we've accepted that we did a good job in some areas, but going forward, it's another week, and Argentina are going to be a new challenge.
just for the local viewers, is there anyone a specific mentor for you when you were growing up, through the age groups, or even when you went to Canterbury or Crusaders?
I suppose like growing up in Crusaders, Owen Franks was the premier tie head around there, and he's had a very successful career and kind of set the standard for tie head props all around the world. So it's been awesome to have been able to connect with him. It's awesome seeing him in the Canterbury jersey again. And yeah, he's been someone I've looked up to and got advice from in the past.
Because your careers probably didn't intersect too much, would that be right? Because Owen would have gone overseas sort of before you arrived in the scene. Have you made phone calls or texted him? Or
I've chatted to him a couple of times. We caught up, I think a couple of years ago with Jason stuff and a couple of young front rowers and over at dinner. But caught up from the other day in the Canterbury gym, and it's awesome to see how he's going and his development, and it's awesome to see him in the Canterbury jersey again.
Just one last one from me. Can you give us an insight, please, when you're on the sideline at Ellis Park, 62,000 fans, and you're about to go on, what's it like for a young man to go into that sort of situation?
Yeah, I suppose it could be pretty daunting, but for me, I was just really excited. Everyone had backed me throughout the week, and I was pretty grateful that the coaches had, they trusted me to go out there and do my job. Yeah, I was just really excited. Awesome crowd, and I think it was the challenge that made it even more exciting for me.
Tyrel, did it feel like you took some massive strides, and for you personally, after that Ellis Park test?
Yeah, definitely. I think I come well with it with sort of a lot of confidence. They're a team that I've always sort of wanted to play against because of how sort of dominant their forwards are. So just to go up against them and come away with it with a win was huge.
Was it good to get that measure of where you guys are at as a pack and the development that you guys are making as a pack against a team like the Box in that sort of environment?
Yeah, I think that was a huge step forward as a pack. It was I think Jace talked a few weeks ago about our forward pack getting dented, and just to go out there and put that sort of performance, it was good for us, and good to sort of lead into these next few weeks.
You talk about the influence of Jace since he's come into the environment, and what your dealings have been like with him since he's come in.
He's very passionate. He cares a lot about the team and a lot about the players. So I guess he's just a guy that you don't really want to let down.
What was going through your mind in terms of motivation? Biggest test start of your career at Ellis Park. What were you thinking, sort of getting into that game?
Yeah, I guess those 2 weeks I was just there as an injury cover, so I just sort of went in with the mentality that I didn't have much to lose. I could have ended up if you play really well or really bad, and I might still end up in the same spot, which is back with Tasman.
You obviously came in, you played for the Māori and then came in as well, but it's been sort of a whirlwind couple of months, I guess, being originally left out and coming back in. It must be good to sort of lay down a marker like you did at Ellis Park and come back.
Yeah, obviously sort of dealing with that disappointment of not making the team a couple of months ago. Just, couldn't sort of have my head in the sand for too long. Had to sort of get back on the horse and try to put some good games together.
You based in Tasman or are you based in Wellington?
Yeah, Wellington at the moment.
So that's about the floods and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But
What sort of threats do the Argentinians bring this week? Obviously a big pack. Again, is this another good test for your pack at the moment in terms of where you guys are at?
Yeah, they're quite sort of an unorthodox team, but one thing they do is they play with a lot of passion and pride. So they'll be up for it. They'll be physical and
Just with Jason, you talked about Jason. Where do you think you have made the biggest strides? I guess from your experience when you've been in this team previously to the performance at Ellis Park.
Sorry, was that sort of like personally or as a pack?
As a pack, I guess, what in particular Jason Ryan's influence, what do you think he's brought?
Yep. Probably around the set piece, the Box were a team that wanted to come and sort of beat us up front, and around the set piece, maul, scrum and line out, so those are the areas that we really worked on over the last few weeks.
And is it important as well to embrace, I guess, New Zealand's natural skill and mobility? Is that what's expected of props as well as being good at the set piece and that sort of thing?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've all sort of got to be able to sort of catch and pass, run with the ball and get around the field pretty well. That's something definitely that the coaches have driven a lot over the last couple of years.